Hey guys, welcome back to EA Sports FC 24 Arsenal Career Mode and another post commentary. Again, today I don't really have the time to do a live commentary, but tomorrow, Saturday, hopefully I do have the time to potentially doing the last three games of the month: Liverpool, West Ham, and also Fulham, before we're heading into the January transfer window. We're still 2 episodes away from doing that, but be sure to let me know who to sign or potentially that Arsenal could sign. I have a few names in my mind right now. I think recently, for the past 24 hours, Pedro Neto is certainly one of the candidates to be one of the Arsenal player in January. Again, fair, affordable at the moment. 23-year-old, 78 rated in the game. Can play both on the left and right, but I think right now, based on how good he has been after the ACL injury, it feels like he could be playing on the right side, competing with Saka. I don't like the word competing because we all know Bukayo Saka is probably one of the best, if not the best right winger in the world right now. And having Pedro Neto, he is pretty much 1 year older than Saka, but he has a great potential as well. And I just don't know what to make up for it. And at the same time, in this career mode, there are a few objectives that I need to do, and one of them is to sign 3 players from Japan, not from Japan, but from Asia. I don't know how I'm going to do it, but it will be covered in the January transfer window. What am I talking about? So first game against Aston Villa, an up and running Unai Emery's team, a good evening team, but certainly not up and coming for today's game. Look at Jesus, how good of a play he has been. I mean, at this point, he is going to break Erling Haaland's record. I mean, how can he not? Look at him. I mean, every time he got the ball, every time he has the ball on his feet, he always makes a count. He makes a 3-1. 2 goals, two goals within 10-15 minutes. And we won this game by 2 goals. 3-1 was the final score, but Jesus took his chance for the majority of the time and puts the ball back in the net. Like I said before in the last episode, a fully fit Jesus is just inevitable. He looks like a proper player. He looks like somebody better than Erling Haaland based on this game already. And right now we're heading towards the end, or the last game of the Champions League Group B here, playing against PSV. It's all pretty much determined that PSV and RC Lens will not be qualified at the moment, so of course, what we have to do is to pretty much win against PSV and making sure that we're going to end the group stage at the top of the table, so we can face, so we can get a much better seed compared to teams who finish second place. So we signed another coach right now to kind of achieve 18 star in the defensive area, and I'm still trying to modify here a little bit. Here and there, I'm still trying to understand the team strategy. I think right now I've hired 15 coaches already. So is it 15 or 10? I think there's like a certain limit based on whatever team you play. I believe if you have a much bigger, a bigger club, then you have more capacity to sign different coaches. But if you have a small club, then I believe your maximum number of coaches can be signed is probably 5. Again, it really depends on the status of your football club at the moment that you're playing. So right now, even though our team has been very, very good, I don't even know if we need a coach or anything like that. But certainly, in terms of the player stats, they have gone up by quite a bit by now. A lot of them receive an upgrade, except maybe a few players, fringe players that haven't been playing a lot. Those players get a very proper, deserved raise in terms of their ratings. Gabriel Jesus going to first goal, just a very simple tap in. Odegaard retrieved the ball very quickly on the opposition half. Jesus converts that one. A finesse shot to the right side, and we score 2 goals already 36 minutes in, and we are looking very good in terms of finishing at the top of the Champions League group stage table. 67 minutes in, here comes Bukayo Saka on the right-hand side, trying to cross in the middle. It hits pretty much everybody. Jesus heads that one in the middle, and not Jesus, and Havertz scores another one for him. I believe he scored quite a lot of goals for us in real, in the game, but in real life, he still needs quite a lot of improvement. 77 minutes in, this game is pretty much done and dusted. Here comes Smith Rowe on the left-hand side, cuts in the middle, ball row in the middle, and look at that finish here. I mean, this guy has been very versatile. I play him as left 8. He scored wonderful goals. I put him at left winger. He can still somehow score such amazing goal as well. And looking at the hyper motion, again, another feature that I really do love, and I'm glad that they bring it back a little bit. Again, it's it add nothing to the gameplay, but at the same time, it add a bit of static behind it. And pretty much towards the last, a few seconds in the game, actually in real life, I think I was distracted, and that's why Gabriel slid in. Receive a last minute yellow card. Thank God it wasn't a red card, because I don't know whoever we're facing against next, he will be suspended for sure. But that was a horrible challenge in general. Lorenzo turned himself away from the ball, and of course away from Gabriel. And Gabriel took him down just a slight second like that. Lorenzo's going to take this penalty, and he is going to blast this one to right side. I mean, looking at Ramsdale, it's pretty much what he's pretty good at. Ramsdale, not very good at penalty saving in the Champions League or in the European competition, or maybe he dived towards one direction and he was quite, he was quite a little bit of delay, right? But I think that was also Ramsdale's first ever Champions League appearance, because for the past 5 games in the group stage, Raya has been playing the majority of it. So, giving a little bit of how would you say, a game time in the Champions League for Aaron Ramsdale, a big step up to him. And Martin Odegaard has reached to 90 overall rating, one of the best player in the world. You guys can see that. I'm very excited because I think this is probably the fastest that one of my players in my career mode where they can reach a world level stage, and he did it. 90 rated, and I don't think he can go higher than that. I believe it was a couple of years ago where they do have some sort of a training dynamic rating where, even though the players might be seemingly has reached to the potential, but based on their form, based on their the performances, they still have room. They still have the room to grow, maybe by 1 or 2, but hopefully Odegaard's going to do it, and probably the next player to reach 90 could be Bukayo Saka at the moment, because, again, I think Bukayo Saka is 88 rated, but unfortunately for Jesus, I think 85 rated is his max, so I don't think I can get higher than that. But Odegaard, after being named as one of the best central attacking midfielder in a row in the game, he scored a brilliant goal. When I look at the replay, it was such a captain performance here. When you look at the replay one more time, it was just Odegaard, very simple finish, just outside the foot, but the way how he guides the ball to top right corner, you just can't really make this up. Of course, Arteta was very happy with this performance, but we didn't take the lead until the second half. Gabriel, a good header, but another assist for Bukayo Saka, I believe. Saka is very close to reaching 20 assists of the season, and again, he could be potentially breaking the assist record, which was previously held by, is it Kevin De Bruyne? If not, probably Thierry Henry 20 years ago. Gabby Jesus has to get himself into the score sheet every time he played, and pretty much right here, Zinchenko got the ball, and here comes Jesus once again, just beautiful finish, top left corner, makes it 4-1 with his signature. Celebration. And we were playing against Bournemouth. I mean, what's the realism behind it, right? We never beat Brighton at home. Now for the past 4 or 5 years, we have been losing. We have been. I don't remember the last time we beat Brighton at home, and I don't think it ever happened before. But we certainly did beat Brighton away from home more than one time. And Gabriel scores with another header. Back-to-back headers for him as well. 2 chances, and he took it very well. 5-2 was the final score. And in the Premier League, Since losing to Spurs, we have been cruising. Despite drawing against City and also Newcastle United, other than that, we have been amazing. But we have to carry this form. Even though we are still at the top of the league table, one loss can potentially dampen our whole effort in terms of the season. So last game of this episode against West Ham United, or you guys can say Declan Rice Derby, going back to West Ham or West London Stadium. I believe that's how it's called. First time for him to travel back to where he was once called home. And he will be wearing that captain armband just to make him feel a little bit special. But honestly, the whole game has been relatively slow. And here comes Tomiyasu on the left doing a 1-2 play with Eddie. And what a good ball right there. I thought it was offside, but Tomiyasu keeps on going and finally scoring his first ever Arsenal goal after 2 years. I felt like his first goal for Arsenal has been long overdue. I still remember his first attempt against Norwich City, his first ever game for Arsenal. I thought he was going to score, or at least that game he was amazing. But unfortunately, Jarrett Bowen equalized pretty much the last 5 minutes of the game, and we were forced to go into, not into extra time, to penalty kick. And looking at the graphics here, it's a little bit unrealistic. I don't know what was going on, but the bench player was sitting on the imaginary, invisible chairs on the sideline. I don't know how it happened, but pretty much so. This is going to be a very interesting one. Paqueta decided to chips in the middle, but Raya got him all the way through. And here comes Gabriel Jesus against the former Arsenal goalkeeper Fabianski, scoring the first one. A beautiful finish. And Raya trying to taunt Antonio. He did it, saving that penalty. Back-to-back save for him. Declan Rice scoring against his former club. He did it. Fabianski decided not to move once again. Back-to-back times for him as well. Jared Bowen blasted one to top left corner. A brilliant penalty. And here comes Martin Odegaard. And he's going to step up. And he is going to drill this one to bottom left. But Fabianski made an amazing save. Raya makes another save as well. Souček, I don't know what he was doing, but it was a poor penalty attempt by any of the West Ham players. And here comes the last chance. Here comes Gabriel Martinelli against Fabianski. And he is going to score that one. Drills that one to top right corner. And we have won the quarterfinal against West Ham. I was really afraid. I was terrified that we might be exiting this competition. We go all the way through to quarterfinal, even though we only play 2 games. But still, I still don't want to lose to West Ham. And the next draw is going to be very, very tough. It's either we're playing against Brentford or City or even Liverpool. So regardless, Carabao Cup is going to be very, very tough to play. But that's pretty much it for today's episode. Hope you guys enjoy with another great episode, winning pretty much the majority of the games that we played. And right now we're, 6-7 points clear of the second place team, which is, I believe, Manchester United. So we keep on cruising. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like this video, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys in a bit.